Hi guys, welcome back to another Fun Fact Friday. My name's Quintin. Josh is back there behind the video camera. What we want to talk to you about today is kind of to continue along where we left off with our light series fifth wheels. So much to talk about with these little guys, and truly one of the most unique little products out there on the market today. One of the things that we're really going to focus in on today is our very unique, at least it has been traditionally, very unique slide system. What it allows us to do, how it enables us to be different out there than virtually everybody else in the marketplace. This AccuSlide cable-driven slide system, of course, Open Range has been using this for years now, and we've really got to the point where we've really got this thing dialed in. A couple of key benefits that this does for us. Number one is it gives us perfect four-corner compression. With most traditional fifth wheels at this size and price point, you're going to have, as you're aware, a normal rack and pinion gear-driven system up underneath the slide out, right? The problem with that type of mechanism is that the only thing that actually supports the slide is up underneath. So the slide out is never truly seated and sealed until it gets all the way out and kind of clunks into place. With our slide system, we're perfectly seated and sealed no matter where we're at in this slide's progression. It can be all the way out, all the way in. It can be halfway in or out. And we're perfectly seated and sealed. For example, you can run this slide halfway out, go ahead, jump inside, get in the slide out, it's not going to move on you. It's perfectly seated and sealed no matter where it's at in its progression. And truthfully, it doesn't matter. We've done this a lot of times. We could get 10 guys over here on this slide out. We could bring our forklift over here for that matter. We would not be able to budge this slide out. Now with a rack and pinion system, because the only thing that really supports it is up under here underneath and nothing up top, if you were to come over here and push on this slide out with the rack and pinion system, you'd be able to push the slide out in and out, right? On our system, it doesn't matter how hard you push. We'll move the whole trailer before we budge our slide out, okay? Another key thing with this slide out system that really sets it apart from all of the competition is that all of our working components on this are actually up inside the trailer itself. Our motor's up in there, it's not down below where it's exposed to road to grime, to the weather, to all the different elements that we experience with RVs. So we don't have near the instance of failure on a lot of those working components that a lot of our competition does, simply by the fact that we've taken it out from underneath the trailer and put it up inside the unit. Obviously, one of the main things that we're able to accomplish with this slide system is to take out a ton of weight out of our unit. And let me tell you guys, we didn't go to this system because it was somehow saving us money. This AccuSlide slide system actually costs us a little bit more money than if we were to go the traditional route with a rack and pinion gear-driven system. Not only does it cost us more for the parts and pieces, but in the actual manufacturing process, there's a lot that goes into mounting these mounting brackets just right as this unit comes down the line. Costs us more up front, costs us more during the manufacturing process, but we refuse to go away from it because we end up with a better slide system. Number one, we save a ton of weight, which is huge to our customers. It's what allows us to have a 31.5-foot fifth wheel that weighs 7,500 pounds with 3 big slide outs, washer dryer prep, gen prep if you want it, where you can get a full 90-degree turn on any size short bed truck on the market. Another really key feature with this AccuSlide slide system is we no longer have to punch a big hole into our chassis, into our steel I-beam frame to run our big rack and pinion gear systems through. All right, and we talk about this a lot because when we're at shows, experienced RVers who've had that rack and pinion sort of system, or even a hydraulic system where they've got a big hole right up through the middle of their chassis, always complain to us that it's the perfect place for mice and little rodents to crawl up under their underbelly and make their nest for the winter time, right? We no longer have that problem. Not only that, but we don't have to compromise the structural integrity of our I-beam frame because of this system. All right, a couple other really key things that we want to touch on right here while we're standing by the front door is our full view vented front door. This really was for many years exclusive to Open Range. We have a couple of our competitors who finally seen the light and switched out to this system, but a lot of our women were telling us, listen, we hate that floppy screen door, right? It never shuts right, the handle's always breaking on it. They said, surely there's got to be a solution to that same old plastic screen door that never just seems to work right. So what Randy did, Randy's our president, Randy's our product designer, he really spent a lot of time and, again, money coming up with this system. This certainly isn't cheaper than just using a plastic screen door by any means. But we've gotten rid of the screen door altogether. We've put it right in the door itself. Okay, and the women love it because now they can shut a real door. They can lock it from the inside where they feel a lot more secure behind a real door. They can still pick this up, get a nice breeze coming through if they want to. And the really big deal, as we all know, is it lets a lot more light in, right in on their kitchen, right where they want it. Okay, while we're out here, I know Josh is taking some footage of this awning, but we were one of the first ones to do this. Now everybody's doing it, right? But we've put the LED light strip in the awning. We also offer, even at this light price point, a metal wrapped awning cover, something that very, very few manufacturers offer within our industry. But for you guys out in the Southwest, all over the South, where the sun really is a big problem, that metal wrapped awning will save those awnings big time. All right, everybody, we've moved around to the back of our fifth wheel real quick just to talk about another couple of key components. Might seem like little things, but our customers absolutely love them. As a matter of fact, most of the stuff that we're talking to you about on this Light Series fifth wheel has come from customer suggestions over the years. All right, so the first thing we want to talk to you about is this removable ladder. Seems like a little thing, but it costs us a lot more money to do it this way. It would be much cheaper for us to just build a stationary ladder on this unit. But a lot of our customers were telling us, listen, we don't want our grandkids being able to crawl up on the roof when we're not paying attention. And in a lot of instances, like this layout here on our 297, we want the ability to be able to get that ladder out of the way of our big picture window. Okay, so we've made this ladder removable. Real simple, you just push in on the pins real quick and it comes right off. The other thing that we want to point out is that we now prep all of our fifth wheels and travel trailers for the backup camera system. This is an awesome system. Now what you're looking at here, and this is important to note, is you're actually just looking at our prep job. Were this the actual backup camera, which your dealer can order, you would notice the little antenna coming out of the top of that section. That is just our prep job and just a plate back there to let you know that that's wired and ready to go for the backup camera. If you want to order it after the fact, or your customers want to order that backup camera after the fact, really easy to do. Just call up our parts department, they'll ship it to you. The actual cost of the backup camera is very nominal, and the installation process is a breeze. There's just 4 screws that hold that prep job plate into place. Comes off with the same 4 screws, the actual camera goes back on. There's 2 little wires that you hook up, and you're good to go. Obviously, it comes with the monitor that you would hook into the 12 volt on your truck as well. All right, guys, thanks for joining us for another Fun Fact Friday. Hope you're selling a bunch, and we'll see you next week.